Hey guys, Active579 here, back with my fourth and last review of Ninjago the Island, also known as Season 14, also known as a 44-minute special. I would like to note that at the time of this recording, we are a day away from getting the first Seabound episodes in English, and they may or may not be out by now, but stay tuned for those reviews. But let's get into reviewing episode 164, The Tooth of Wojira. The episode picks up where we left off with the last time with the Keeper sacrificing Jay after Wojira, or so it seems. The ninja eventually break free from their captivity and go off to fight through the Keepers, and even Clutch is freed by Dwayne and never to be seen again. Zane creates a far-off ice bridge across the sea, and the ninja water quads trying to free Jay from a chair boat thingy. Unfortunately, Wojira snatches Jay into the smoke effects, and a block of wood falls off in the time before Wojira leaves the scene. The ninja proved that it wasn't Wojira with a wooden tooth, and the Keepers explain how they've been bequeathed this protection of the Stormy Amulet for centuries by the first Ninjutsu master until one day the fake Wojira rises, and an unknown Keeper amongst them pleads that they should please Wojira with gifts to make her go back to sleep for another 1,000 years. And it turns out when they sacrificed Jay, they made a mistake, and so Lloyd proposes to get a map of the entire area around the island to see what's up. And it turns out it was a well thought out scheme by the Kryptarian prisoners that escaped from early on, and that means Jay's okay, but sadly no fugitive. And the editor then just show up just in time to fight off the criminals and figure out the real mastermind under the plot was Ronan, which makes sense because he is not exactly a good guy as previously shown in other seasons. Well, one way or another, doesn't really follow under the ninja code, you know what I mean? But that kind of causes controversy in the Ninjago community, but that's another story to deal with. Also, Twitchy Tim comes in with the clutch and defeats the true enemies of the story, and Ronan would have gone away with it if it weren't for the ninja. Later, the Keepers forgive the ninja for their misunderstandings. As soon as they accept, they find out, the Stormy Amulet is missing, and Clutch tries to steal, but Nia comes first hand and helps take it back. Lastly, Lloyd thinks about if Wojira is still out there somewhere, which the season ends ominously with Wojira under the sea, resting with another Stormy Amulet on the top of her forehead. And that concludes this season. The Island. What have I thought about it? Finale was okay. It wasn't downright terrible. The ninja reaction to Ronan being the main villain of the entire thing was just seemed happy enough to lock him up, and the Keeper's little cage thing that should have executed differently, I'd say. The idea of the ninja fighting criminals in the series finale, that's kind of a rough thing. It feels like that'd be something like for like the beginning or the start of the season, not really the end, because that makes it seem a little off to me. Better execution, I'd say. The fight wasn't bad though. It was a lot of Wildburn fights are pretty good, so that's the best part. But I do love the ending of a little bit of a cliffhanger of what comes next season. Also, one last thing I'd like to note, by the end of the season, I was watching this as a special in French, and a lot of experience were a lot different. Like, instead of cutting straight to cuts, there was like a little tribute at the end with a memory of Kirby Morrow, who sadly passed away a year ago. This was like one of his last performances as Cole the Master of Earth, and I should have kept that name for like the 11-minute version, but I can see why, I guess. I hope at some point we see the royal thing at the end of some other season, end of Seabound. Maybe it can come in there too. So yeah, there's that. But around that kind of wraps up all my thoughts. I thought the finale was alright, and I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Let me know what you guys thought about the season finale. Was it good? Was it bad? And that pretty much conclude my thoughts and everything for this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, so if anyone ever you know. And I'll see you in the next one. Sayonara!